Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, December 2nd. It still boggles my mind.
It's my sister's birthday.
Happy birthday, Shanae, if you're on the stream this morning.
Happy birthday!
Did you call her yet?
I texted her this morning on the way in.
See, how sweet are you? Beautiful but cold day today. I think high of 49, low of 21. It was 20 degrees at my house this morning when I walked the dog.
I'm ready for it to be like 27 degrees is the high.
We're probably just like a couple weeks from there. I think next week a buddy of mine and I were talking about skiing, and he was talking about the fact that the next couple weeks with the frigid overnight temperatures are going to be great for making snow. Although we're high and dry, drought-like conditions, we're going to have to start watering our trees.
What? Do you do that in the winter?
If we don't have rain or snow on the ground, like if we've had really dry falls, then you're supposed to water your trees, or your trees can die back or become diseased or something like that.
Trees die.
So, I walked Momo this morning because we've walked him for like a week and a half or something, and we didn't walk him yesterday.
Is he grumpy?
I think he drove Violet up the wall. He was super needy before I left too, and even Jeannie said something, but it was her morning, and it was a very busy day yesterday, and she just didn't walk him, and I think we just took him off of his schedule,
and he got grumpy,
and he was
just like super hyper.
He was just super needy. Like Violet was like, if I wasn't paying attention to him, like he was just doing something bad.
Oh,
and smart dogs, they just, if you don't occupy their brain, they go nuts. So I walked him this morning in an attempt to address that. He's got a play date today too.
Cute.
With a dog who's like losing all of its teeth.
Oh my God.
Because he's a puppy and his teeth are coming in. So when they're done playing, Momo's covered in blood.
Oh my God.
It's like, it's so gross.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
So, I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. Jeannie's in the midst of the Stitch Delight panel. She's got a full day of classes, so she will not be in the store. Knowing Jeannie, she's going to come in late afternoon. But she's not in the store today. We have a handful of things to talk about class-wise for the remainder of the week. Like, I know Jeannie has been talking about it. P.S. by the way, the store, the amount of traffic in the store,
oh my God, it has been crazy
for like the last week has been kind of nuts. So it's funny, like I'm just looking at my things to do, and I crossed a number of those items off last night, like at my house at like 6:30. But like for those of you that I've owed phone calls to, or Jeannie's owed phone calls to, or somebody's owed phone calls to, it's been crazy in the shop. So we haven't forgotten about you. We'll try to get back to you. If you've left voicemails in the last 2 or 3 days, I don't think anybody's listened to those voicemails.
I was in classes from 10 to noon and then 1 to 5 yesterday, and usually I do voicemails.
Well, and we were
Tuesday.
5 or 6 customers deep
like
the
all
entire day.
Yeah.
So, like it's funny, even like our service numbers have been somewhat reflective of the fact that people are so busy, like we are so busy in the shop that that the guys have been helping us up front, and that takes them out of the lineup. So, just please be patient with us. So we do have the Stitch Delight class going on from 9 to noon today. We've got the afternoon session from 1 to 4. Make sure, Jeannie said it yesterday, but make sure that Did you see that from Melinda? Make
Yes.
sure that you're calling Mr.
I
David
will
today,
surely call him.
but don't call before noon. So the make sure that you're prepared for the class. Have your fabric prepared,
Yes.
everything done. Jeannie said it yesterday, but it was funny. She was she was kind of slow to get up this morning. It was a late night last night, and then she immediately went down to her room to get her stuff prepared. And I heard her comment, like, as she was walking out, she's like, I really hope these ladies are all prepared for the class, because the class needs to move pretty quickly, and if you're not prepared, you fall behind, and it's not a class that she really has time to get you caught up. So make sure that you're prepared if you're in that afternoon session. If you're in the 9 a.m. session, what are you doing watching the live stream? You should be in class. Whoa, that was crazy.
That was a big scroll.
I don't even know what happened there. We've got beginning free motion quilting with Jean tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did we fill the one open spot, or is that
no
one
idea.
open spot still
I don't know.
available?
I feel so out of the loop because I was in the back room all day.
If you are interested in taking the class, look at the website.
Yeah.
If there is one spot available, you can fill that last spot, but that's tomorrow between 10 and 1. Day 2 of beginning free motion quilting's on Friday. We've got a Serger 1 class.
Yeah.
That's for like Victories, Imagines.
Anything with overlock.
Anything just with overlocks. So
over-
any of the overlock stitches, that is
4 thread, 3 thread, 2 thread, all of those different overlock stitches.
So that's Friday afternoon between 2 and 4. And then we have a Journey embroidery, that would be Journey Ariel
Pathfinder.
5200 Pathfinder or 6200 Brother Machines. That's Saturday from 10:30 to 12:30, and then a Crescendo Sewing from 1 to 3.
So it'll be like the 36
on Saturday.
Wait, it's not the 3600, the 3050, the BQ 3050.
BQ 3050.
Yeah. We could
Can
also
you
we could do the Aria and
like
class
Aria
too, so-
or 2450.
Yes.
Those lessons are on
Do we have a
Saturday from
crescendo?
1 to 3. Yeah,
Okay,
we've got
cool.
crescendos
So we'll go
and
over,
3050s right now.
That's so exciting. Because usually we don't have that.
So fun.
Because they go so fast. Like we get them and then they're gone, and then we do the class and we can't do the point to point.
We got to the
sewing.
point where I'm
It's
like,
been
oh my god,
crazy.
I've been buying machines in bulk because
It's
you
been
guys have heard
crazy.
us the endless challenges around supply chain right now, but like, I mean, a great example, we had machines that were sent from Southern California that were supposed to arrive here yesterday.
Where are they?
I have somebody who's like dying for one of those machines.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, it's gonna be here Tuesday, but don't hold me to it. I
Oh my God,
will.
No.
I will check Tuesday morning and I will let you know. She was on top of it. She called like right at 10 yesterday. And I tracked it and it was still in Sacramento with an exception. And so I told her I would call her back. I didn't get to it until like 4, but I finally called FedEx and was like, hey, this was supposed to be here today. I know it's sitting in Sacramento. What's up? And they're like, it's actually scheduled to go on a truck tomorrow. I haven't looked yet this morning. I was paying taxes and doing all that fun stuff this morning for last quarter.
Yay.
But they're like, it should be on the truck tomorrow. They couldn't tell me if it would deliver today. They were like, count on it Thursday, like give us an extra day. And they basically were saying that it solely could not make it on the truck because the truck was overweight. There was
That's
too much
crazy.
stuff being shipped for them to get it on the truck. And
I've had so many shipping problems. Like
I mean, we've had a ton of shipping
like,
problems this year.
The only thing I really order from Amazon is my vitamins, like like omega 3s, vitamin D3, like stuff like that, because I'm deficient. But so I have Prime. Prime, so it's like, oh, it'll be here Tuesday, and then it says it was delivered on Monday, but like our mailman has been coming at like 9 o'clock at night. And
our mail comes at like 9 or 10 o'clock.
It says it's delivered at 4 p.m. and I'm like, where? Like
So,
who? Like, and I can't even.
Do you guys have the Prime truck out in?
No, so like it just goes to our local post office, and then they like it's just through USPS.
So in Reno, like we've got somebody like banging on the door. I wouldn't even walk into whatever's going on out there right now.
They say I have to wait 2 days because sometimes that it says it's delivered before it's delivered, and I'm like, why would they do that? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, so
and
because I think
I
think it's weird. We now have Prime delivery in Reno. You see Prime trucks all over the place.
Yeah.
And so like Amazon delivers their own stuff. So what's weird about those guys is they don't even knock on the door or ring the doorbell. They literally walk up and put it on your stoop. So like we have a camera and the camera tells us it's there. And because they deliver themselves, like if you have Amazon on your phone, it
notifies you.
It tells you.
Yeah.
It beeps and goes, "Hey, your package was delivered." So last night,
it's not, Roxanne. Let's be real. It's not unless you're in a major city.
Yeah. So well, and I don't think Amazon Prime even tells you it's 2 days anymore. There's Prime Delivery Day.
When I do like my checkout, they give me like 4 different options, and I can get it like expedited, or I could just do like the Prime.
But you have to pay for that. So like Prime,
the
Prime gives you a delivery
days.
day now.
Yeah.
So my Prime delivery day is Thursday. So it doesn't matter if
I
order
delivery day.
Like but I think you have to be in an area with Prime delivery.
They need an upgrade.
So a lot of times it's like 1 day. So a lot of our stuff will arrive, like Jeannie's Prime delivery day is on Tuesday.
Happy birthday, Sinead.
So Tuesday was like crazy. Like I got home and I'm like, oh, Jeannie's been holiday shopping. And then like I got a notification of something that I bought that was supposed to arrive last night, but I was like, oh, that's weird. It didn't arrive. Maybe it'll arrive the next day. And then like at like 10:30 last night, it was like beep, and I walked outside and somebody had left it on my dark stoop. I would have left the light on had I known
that they were still out and about.
Right.
There was
that is actually our alarm dude.
Oh.
Now that I'm seeing it, can I have you? So, didn't want to walk into that mess. So, anyways, the boys let him in. Cool.
We have several colors actually.
So regarding machines, there was a whole point that I was bringing this up. There's some stuff that I'm overbought on. Like I have been buying machines because we don't know when they're going to arrive. We don't know how reliably they're going to ship. I've been buying machines just so she has it sent to the right address. Yes, Jeannie's been sending it to the right address. It's Kai I have to worry about now. So, although he sent a couple things to an address that doesn't exist on our street, so everything has made it so far. So, long story short, I've been buying machines kind of in bulk because we don't know when they're going to arrive. A lot of the machines are on back order, but they have a tendency to arrive like 10, 15, 20 machines at a time. The crazy thing is I look at that and I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to sell all these machines. And then we always sell all the machines. So right now I do have some Overstock machines that I wanted to talk about. So, Solarises, I've got 4 Solarises that have been in the store for some time. So I've made some crazy deals happen.
What an amazing gift would that be, right?
So if you want a Solaris, I've had some people reach out with numbers that are not quite realistic. I've come back with some pretty amazing numbers. Somebody's going to bite, but I mean, if you're interested in the Solaris, now's the time.
It is. Are they Solaris like the original one, or is it the 2?
No, they're the Solaris 2s.
Ooh.
That's Solaris 2s. Solaris 1s are long gone.
I I didn't know that.
So I have those 2 Destinies coming. The Destiny is, I believe, spoken for. The Destiny, the other one is still available, although a couple people have reached out. But if you're interested in those, jump on those. My guess is by the time I actually get them today or tomorrow, they're going to be gone.
Yeah.
I've got 3 Ariels, which are it's like an upgraded Journey, but 11.25-inch throat. These are machines that have been in the store for a while. I ordered, because we didn't know when they were going to be available, Crescendos. Yes, it is. And Crescendos and the Brother 3050s. And I happened to get 2 Brother 3050s and 4 Crescendos at the same time. So all of a sudden I've got 6 of these in the store. I almost never have more than 2 or 3, but they've been selling out. So I basically reached out to both companies and said, hey, send me what you got. Let me get what I can get right now. And so a great time to look at a Crescendo or 3050. I'm just incented to move them because I'm sitting on a lot of inventory.
That's like the top of the line sewing only machine.
Yeah, that is your top of the line sewing machine. And I'd put that machine, I've seen everything at this point. Like and it's funny, listen, like I have a friend, a prior partner that sells a lot of FOF machines too. I've heard very good things about the FOF sewing only machine, quite frankly, and I can tell you directly from what I'm hearing from the other dealers, the FOF sewing machine is great when it works. It's not as reliable. So these things are super reliable. They are phenomenal. I'll put them against anything. They're powerful.
They're super, super powerful.
For our Janome holdouts, the reality is they're significantly more powerful and nowhere near picky as far as thickness is concerned. That was the thing that everybody's kind of heard that story of me selling Jeannie's machine.
Yeah.
Jeannie was a Janome gal. I
was.
sold her machine out from under her. I couldn't get a machine for her right away. She was in the middle of a bunch of projects. I sent her home with the Aria. And like literally 2 days later, she's like, why are we not selling? Like, because at the time we were selling a ton of the Janome top of the line sewing machines. And she's like, why are we not selling more of these? Like, and that was it. Like she says on the Aria to this day. Great deals on those machines. And there's some really good packages out there. Both Baby Lock and Brother have good packages, free Koala Cabinets, stuff like that. Regarding Koala Cabinets, so I have, hang on. I have, let's see.
Good morning.
I have a Heritage Sewmate. So, what a wonderful problem to have. But we had a customer that bought a machine that fit the Heritage Sewmate perfectly. And then she upgraded to the Solaris. And so by the time she got her cabinet, she had the Solaris. And we realized pretty quickly the Solaris was not going to fit well in the cabinet. It was the right button. It was the wrong screen. I got to be more careful with that, I guess. Did they see your deepest,
darkest secrets?
No, they just saw an email. We got... That particular customer got a cabinet that was not sent in the right color.
Oh.
But it's a beautiful cabinet. We got that all taken care of. So the she's getting a free chair out of the deal. So
that's nice.
The Heritage Sewmate, the Heritage Sewmate that I have in the store, and you know, hey, this goes directly out to Cora, who I believe is watching the stream right now. She was so nervous about damaging the cabinet, she didn't even use it. Like, she didn't even really put the cabinet together because she wanted to make sure, knowing that she was trading the cabinet in, the cabinet was in perfect condition for whomever might get the cabinet. So, long story short, I have a beautiful bird's eye maple Heritage Sewmate cabinet in the store. That's it. That's it.
Ooh.
I would tell you it is used but unused, meaning it was in a customer's house. It was delivered to their house, sat unused. It's come to our shop. It's in amazing condition. This is a beautiful cabinet. It is more appropriate for those with slightly smaller machines than the top of the line,
Like what
Luminaire,
size?
Solaris. So I believe a Destiny would fit in there. I believe Arias, Crescendos. The machine that is pictured is the I think that is the Crescendo. I don't know. It's funny how this does this, but and so it is the cabinet pictured here, and that is an Aria that is in there,
Oh, cool.
and so this is the cabinet.
Look at that.
That is a Crescendo that is sitting in there. You've got the two open storage items, and then two drawers, and then an open shelf. And
Does it have that little thing that slides out on the side?
it doesn't. It's got two drawers. Like, that's your storage in the cabinet.
That's nice. Look how deep that is. That's
So it's got a
nice.
very deep storage drawer, and then a second drawer, and then kind of an open shelf, and then two open shelves just to the left of the machine. It does come with the door pallets. So when you see these items, the kind of shelves that sit on the very top of the drawers, this comes with. Base price of the cabinet, and there's a national special on some of the Koala stuff right now, is basically $3,000. This cabinet's gonna go home for $1,400.
Ooh, that's nice.
So we have had some folks come in and check out the cabinet. If you're interested, what I would tell you is, come in and see us, because I don't think the cabinet's gonna be here for very long. No, it's Lynn. It's in Bird's Eye Maple. It is here. It's in the store. You could come in and see it, but it's an absolutely gorgeous cabinet.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
For a brand new cabinet. Essentially, I'll make sure we cover the Koala warranty on the cabinet too. It is it's a crazy deal. So
That is a crazy deal.
and it's not it's not a normal situation. Like, you're not buying it. Like, the longer it sits here, the more likely it is to be kind of used in the store. But it's not a display cabinet. It's not something that we've had in the store for a long period of time. Like, the customer very lovingly left this unused. I don't even think maybe she had a machine on it, but I don't think so.
For a while.
Well,
too,
she was
so
gone
that-
for
yeah.
several months. So, but here it is in the shop. Crazy deal, $1,400.
That's crazy.
If somebody does it today, I'll do it with the insert. That's normally like another $129.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh. Anything
let
about
us
the
let us
inspiration
know.
books?
So, there is a shipment that is arriving with inspiration guides in them. I think we have like 24
Bless Cora's
ordered. And I think that they only shipped us 8 so far.
How
So,
dare they?
and listen, you've heard us talk about this, but they shipped us all the original, and it's sad because there were foil kits on there and playbooks on there and everything else. About 3-4 weeks ago, I started reaching out to Brother going, where is this stuff? Brother's response was, we shipped it to you. They shipped it actually in October. It was actually late October.
gosh.
It's funny because this has been going on now, I guess, for 6 weeks. It was probably the 3rd week of October. There was a split shipment with 2 different tracking numbers. So they had only looked at one tracking number. Well, I looked at the other tracking number, and what came up was package damaged. And they should have let Brother know. They should have let us know. Nobody let anybody know. So Brother turned around, credited us for the missing shipment, reordered all that product. We kind of went to the front of the line, and then they sent us not all the product, but they sent us a bunch of that product a second time. That box, we were on top of it this time. We've been tracking it, but they sent it on the 12th. On the 13th, it was in Memphis. I didn't look at it for about a week because it should have taken about a week to get here. I looked on the 20th. Lo and behold, it was still sitting in Memphis. So about a week ago, I reached out to UPS to say there's a problem with this shipment. That shipment had like a handful of foil kits. It had a handful of playbooks in it, but it had some of the stuff from that original shipment. It had a bunch of stuff that we'd also ordered. Monday, logistics from Brother came back and said we should treat this as lost. Yesterday, I had a long conversation with Brother in the morning where I essentially said, no, let's not treat this as lost. Because what UPS essentially was saying to me was the product's not lost. Like it went onto a truck and the truck never left Memphis. And so
that's so weird.
It's not like it was taken somewhere and never pulled off a truck. That would be lost. What they were essentially saying to me is we can't talk to you about this because you're not the shipper.
That's so annoying. But you're the receiver, right?
So yesterday, the essentially my conversation with Brother, because here's the predicament that we've fallen into. A bunch of this stuff is not going to be available until January. So foil kits, ladies, I'm sorry. I think we've already said it, but the foil kits,
so
they did ship us the foil kits in that original shipment, but after that, Brother has not had the foil kits, and they will not have the foil kits until
because they're so hot.
Until
so
January.
Hot.
So foil kits we're gonna wait for, unfortunately. Playbooks, stuff like that, those should be shipping. But the conversation yesterday with Brother went this way. They're saying, UPS is saying that shipment isn't lost. It's sitting on a truck in Memphis. Why it's sat in Memphis for what is now 2.5 weeks, 3.5 weeks, I can't answer. But what I said to Brother is, what's happening here is you guys are losing shipments or stuff isn't arriving, and then it's on back order. So even if we jump to the front of the line, we've been hosed twice on this stuff. So track this shipment down. Like UPS says it's trackable. UPS says we can get it. Track this shipment down, figure out what we need to do to get this thing in Memphis moving. So that actually is an action item today. Brother, these are calls that happen at 6 a.m. in the morning, but Brother is supposed to get back to us today. They have an entire logistics department. It's like a third-party company that manages this stuff for them.
That's kind of cool.
And they are supposed to track this down
and get back to you?
And get back to us. So today,
fingers crossed,
hopefully we'll hear about this box, because the box has a bunch of exciting stuff on it.
Yeah.
But outside of that shipment, there is a shipment with eight items coming. So yeah, we haven't forgotten about you. This has been like a phenomenal amount of work, primarily taken on by Miss Jeannie, because she gets all of your emails. You guys can also email me too. But this is part of the challenges that we're dealing with shipping. I climbed on Monday, and I was climbing, like if anybody's ever driven over the pass and going down towards Sacramento, and you see all those cliffs kind of on the hillsides, like around Eagle Lakes roads. I was climbing on those cliffs on Monday, and there was a train. We did this couple pitches of climbing, and I was sitting on a ledge, and we were just kind of hanging out talking. There were 3 of us, so one person was climbing, one person was belaying, and I happened to be the person chilling. And you can see like miles on the opposite side of the highway of the train tracks. And I was telling the ladies yesterday, there was a train that started with 2 engines, and then it had like the semi truck containers. It had 2 stacks of those for like a half a mile, and then 2 engines, and then
That's crazy.
those 2 stacks, and then 2 engines, and then 2 stacks, and then 2 engines. And there was at one point where, and I swear, I was like, what do you think we can see here? Like, is it like 2 miles, or what do you think the distance is? We couldn't really figure it out. But like the train was beyond where we could see to our east and beyond where we could see to our west. And it was all one train. And one of the guys I was climbing with was like, that's shipping. That's what's going on right now. He's a finance guy. And so he pays attention to all these different areas of the market. And he was like, man, that is what is happening in the shipping world right now. Like everything is freight. So,
that's crazy.
So anyways, we haven't forgotten about you. We should be getting 8 of those. I think we need about 12 to fulfill all the original orders, but they are coming.
We have some more orders that have been placed.
Yeah. So we've got them coming. 2 miles long now. CJ, that's actually an interesting, because it's funny, because I was like, what do you think it is? 2 miles? Like,
that's so crazy.
Just from hunting, I was like, I'm guessing that's about 2 miles. But it was at least, I would have guessed 2 miles long. I said half a mile between the cars.
Crazy.
It was crazy. Eight diesel engines. And it was funny because they were cranking going up the mountain. And we were probably half a mile or 2/3 of a mile away from where the train was. And you could just smell the diesel. So, so that's what's been going on. Deal of the day.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the prices off the top of your head?
No, I don't.
Can we look?
Yep. It's a.
So Jeannie was talking about
off.
these items.
They're on my list.
The both of them?
One of them.
One of them?
I don't know which one.
So Jeannie was talking about these items before. And so
thank you.
The deal of the day is said with a caveat.
Let me grab my computer.
Yeah. So, and this is the caveat. So, Jeannie has always used and recommended the Olfa blades. But the Olfa blades are like
expensive.
$7 a piece, basically. $6.99.99 a piece, something like that. So, the Olfa blades are on sale. She's got the 45 millimeter 5-packs on there.
So,
Are the other
$26.24 for the Olfa, and Quilter's Choice is $15.99.
Okay, so
The T.
so the Olfa's $26.29.
$26.24.
$26.24 for the 5 replacement blades, so significantly discounted. While the Quilter's Choice rotary cutting blades, which are normally $19.99 for 10,
they're $15.99.
They're $15.99. So, she has been trying these out at home, and they are fine. But we don't have what we'd call a long-term review. And so, Jeannie's comment to me this morning was this. In this business, we have found, and it's funny because I'm a product guy. I'm a product geek. I'm the guy that people call, and they're like, what skis should I get? And I don't pay that much attention to it, but stuff sticks out to me. Like, I pay attention to product. But in this business, you truly get what you pay for.
Yeah, that
and
is
and it's funny. I always say it to people. You look at MSRP, and if something's twice as expensive, at least in the brands that we carry, I believe it's twice the machine or twice the product.
Honestly, though.
I mean, for real.
Yeah.
For real. Price is directly reflective of what you're receiving. And so
it's not like when you go to the store and get like the off-brand cereal because it tastes the same. It's not the same.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, it is totally. We believe that you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So, Jeannie's comment regarding these blades, she's like, "Listen, I've used them. They're fine," but she goes, "What I don't want people to think is that they're going to get the same performance out of these blades You do need your caffeine this morning.
It's called Santa's Secret, but I put boiling water in it and it's like a thermos, so I can't drink it. It's too hot. I like took a sip and it burnt my mouth.
You know, you can put cold water in it.
No, because then it won't taste as good.
So, Jeannie has a ton of experience with these, and she knows how long they last. She knows how long they perform. She knows the story on these. So you guys are getting a great deal on these if you want to go with the highest performance and the most proven. With these, her comment was this: we don't have a long-term review. We can't claim that these are going to perform the same way as the Olfa blades. And quite frankly, these probably won't perform as long as well. But Jeannie goes, you got a project with a lot of pins where you hit a pin with your rotary blade. Ooh. It's not $7
True
to replace the blade, or you're not trying to,
that's so annoying.
Or you're not trying to like sharpen the blade or
you
something like
cut
that.
A zipper and then your blade is just done.
So, you know, the reality is you're getting a lot for a little. Like $1.60 roughly per blade for the Quilter's Choice. So it's a great deal for those of you who are doing those projects where, you know, maybe you might run into pins or something like that. Or for somebody who just goes, you know what? I don't care. It's $1.60 a blade.
That's me.
Like, they're there for $1.60 a blade. You can't beat the deal. It's worth trying. But what we want to avoid is having people take them home and come back and go, these things don't last like the Olfa blades. These things don't cut, you know, after 2 weeks, they don't cut like the Olfa blades. They're not the Olfa blades. They're not $7 a blade. They're $2 a blade normally, $1.60 per blade today. So
maybe I'll get one.
It's a crazy deal.
I'm gonna get some.
It's a crazy deal.
I have Nick's
We've got a number of them in the store. I think we've got a total of 10 in the store. There are more on order. Jeannie's liked them enough to kind of keep the orders coming in. And no, we've never recommended sharpening rotary blade.
That sounds dangerous because it's like thin.
We've seen some pretty crazy rotary blade accidents.
Yeah. Oh.
So, all right. So, anyways, we've got to get to work. We love you. Be creative. Make something awesome.
Love you.
We'll be here tomorrow. If you're interested in that cabinet, call me today. My guess is it's gone by the end of the week. $1,400 for a $3,000 Koala cabinet with the insert is a crazy deal.
That is actually really crazy.
The only reason I'm doing it is I don't have room for it. It's directly in front of our thread displays. And it's funny, like we had somebody that came in and looked at it yesterday. We had somebody who came in and looked at it Saturday. We've got some people that are like measuring, trying to figure out how to make the cabinet work. If you are interested, call me today.
It's crazy huge. Is it big with the leaf out?
So it's 50 inches. It does not have the outback. So it's kind of the heritage is the
get rid of the couch and put in the living room.
I mean, we literally have somebody who's like, I just have to get rid of my love seat.
Yeah,
if I can get rid of my love
that's
seat,
it.
I've got a very nice love seat, so I'm gonna try to sell my love seat. If somebody buys my love seat, then I'm gonna get the cabinet.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they sold their love seat. But the
fingers crossed.
You could add the outback to the cabinet. It does not come with the cabinet. So it's probably roughly 24 by 50 inches. It does come with the pallets. So it does come with the top shelves for the doors. So if you did have a cabinet with more room for the cabinet, you can make it wider. So it's here. Call me about the big machines. If folks are interested in sergers, call me too, because I'm trying to make really good deals on kind of crazy deals on Triumphs, but I need to buy a bunch of stuff to do that. So let me know. Have a fantastic day. hopefully, if today's a
Yes,
little
Melinda.
slower than yesterday, we'll get to you. Call David at noon.
I'll call David.
Cora, did anybody call you yesterday?
Cora was in my class yesterday.
Yeah, but she asked that somebody call her, and she was on my list of people to call.
Uh-oh.
And I couldn't remember if Jeannie told me that she called her or not. I might call you today, Cora, just to make sure that somebody did get back to you. And bye.
Bye.